Hello everybody, this is the Johnny Mare, and welcome back to my walkthrough of Resident Evil 1 Chris scenario. So we are heading into the bowels of the Umbrella Laboratories, or Laboratories, if you'd like to pronounce it that way. So to get there, we have to take this little elevator down. And once we do that, we'll get into a little bit of a storage area here, or loading dock. And we'll find out that we can't access this door unless it's an emergency. The door is tightly locked. There's a plate on the right-hand side. Yes, we know what that means. So we have to head down the ladder here. Which is unfortunate, because that would make things a heck of a lot easier if we could go through that door. Because that would take us to the heliport. In the meantime, let us do a little bit of exploration down here in the laboratories. I do have my shotgun with me because there are going to be numerous enemies that we have to take out, and you'll notice we have zombies again. Not too tough. Little shotgun love to the face. And there's another one just around this corner, so I'm gonna wait him out here. Come on, buddy. Oh, they stroll into the wall like that. And there's another one around this corner. You'll notice there's some green herbs there. I'm pretty well stocked on health, so I'm not going to grab them yet. Just going to wait this guy out. Boom! Now over here is a Modisc, and that is our last one. We have all three now. And what we actually need to do are find keycard readers or Modisc readers that will give us passcodes. And that'll let us access a particular room. Not this one, although it is electronically locked. We'll be getting to that in a little bit. But it's another room down in this little area to the south here. And many of you probably know what we need those Modiscs for. But in the meantime, check that out. Frickin' skinless zombies. Ugh. They're terrible. But anyway, let's head into this room. This is the first place you want to go because it's going to give you access to some information that you need. So let's turn the light on here. If you are still using your Beretta or handgun, there's another clip over here in this cardboard box or crate. But I am not, so bye-bye, clip. And there's a green herb over here next to this painting, which has some weird symbols on it. Now we need to interpret what those symbols mean, and to do that, we're going to pick up this file here, if we can grab it. There we go. Researcher's letter to Ada. Huh. Well, that's a familiar name. Talking a little bit about some of the systems going on here and the procedures. And basically we have to access a computer using this guy's name, and the password is Ada. And then there's another password using those symbols that we're going to need. So we have to figure out exactly what those symbols come out to so that we can access that computer. And to do that, what we have to do is push this bookcase out of the way. And there's a switch back here, because of course, this is a puzzle. We can't go into a room without a puzzle. And that tells you, through your Rosetta Stone, exactly what each of the symbols mean. Now, you could spend some time interpreting that. And if I was mean, I would make you do that. But I'm not. I'm a nice guy. So I will tell you that the password is actually mole. So that's the second password we need for the computer. God, those things are hideous. And that computer's in this room. It's cool that we get some new door animations. Got pretty tired of the... Oh, there's something on the floor there, of the ones in the mansion. And this is a late 90s Tastic computer, or mid-90s. Quite heavily branded umbrella, isn't it? There's like little umbrella stickers all over it. And the operating system. Ropals. Now, I'm not exactly sure what keyboard Chris is using here, because obviously The one on the screen here doesn't make much sense. But we'll enter John. And then the password is Ada. And then watch Chris hammer away on these keys. That's about how loud I am with keys, too. Alright, and we'll select one of these floors, and now we need the second password. Waiting. And that is Mole. And we'll see if that works. Verified. I love his little congratulatory animation there. Let's unlock B3 also. Does a little fist pump, and then he thumbs up towards the computer. Now Jill just pointed at the computer, but yeah, I like Chris's quite a bit. So enthusiastic. So that unlocked 2 doors. One that we saw before in the upper levels, and then one down here as well. So I'm going to pick up these slides. This is a frivolous item. You don't have to get these if you don't want, but it gives you a little backstory, so you might as well do it. And that's all in this room. So now we're going to head back towards the little room with the blue light in. Avoid these zombies again. The zombies out here actually respawn up to 3 times. There's 3 of them around the corridors here, and if you kill them, once you come back into the area, they'll respawn, and they'll do that twice. But once you kill them off 3 times, then they're gone. There's a lot of zombies in here. I'm not exactly sure what was going on in here. This was like a housing area for them or what. But we will send them to the afterlife using our shotgun. There we go. You're free, all of you. And there's a little fax here. Well, it wasn't destroyed, which is good for us because it gives us information. So this talks about the T-virus outbreak. And basically it talks about the fact that a lot of the staff are getting infected with it. And that the security guard squad has been eliminated by the subjects that have been infected with the virus. And this is seen as a success because the virus is helping them be dangerous, but also puts them in an awkward position because they have to try to cover it all up. So there's some evidence, hopefully, that we can use to take Umbrella down. And geez, look at that. 1998. Excite. Well, whatever. Over here we have our first Modisc reader. So we'll use our Modisc we got upstairs and get our first passcode. Genesis, what was that, 2216. Huh. Alright, 1 of 3. So there are 2 more of those passcode output readers down in this area. And if you want the best ending, you need to find the other 2. But if you just want to finish, you don't have to. You can just continue onward. And we're going to input one of the codes since we have it. So 2 more to go. And that is optional. I do want to stress that. You don't have to do that, but it will give you the best ending, so I think it's worth it. Now let's head back upstairs. No, not that way. Here we go. And being the zombie apocalypse, zombies in a Resident Evil game, at least not yet, can't climb stairs, so we're safe for now. And now this door is open as well. So we'll get a little bit more backstory in here, as well as a really important item. So there's a security system file over here. And they're pretty hardcore about their security. All others will be shot on sight. Jeez. We're not going to be able to use the elevator during an emergency. They're very limited in who they... A Wesker? What the hell? I don't think that means Wesker of Stars, do you? Huh. But yeah, they have all these really weird procedures that you have to go through. Tyrant. Huh. That's weird. Well, here's a projector, so why don't we use our slides? See what we got. Bioweapon materials. Doggies. Neptune the shark. Oh, hunters. Oh, there's Tyrant apparently. That's scary looking. One's missing. Oh man. Only one guy's cool enough to wear sunglasses inside. That definitely looked like Wesker. So I'm guessing that's what Enrico meant when he said double crosser. But let's hit this switch, and over here we have a secret little platform that moved. And that'll give us access to the lab key. And that's what we need to get into the rest of the laboratory. So, now we need to do some backtracking. Head downstairs, dodge us some zombies, maybe take a head off or two. And we'll head through the one little door we can access now. It's the only one left to us. And they don't mess around with this key. It's a one use only, and then you can discard it. Alright, there's a zombie here. Not anymore. And these are the doors we have to go through. Bye-bye, key. Now we're actually pretty close to getting a new enemy type, too. One of my least favorite in the game. Up there with hunters. But first, we have some more common zombies. Coming right for you. I think there's more again here than in Jill's scenario. I think there's only 2 for Jill, but Chris has got 3. Not that it really matters. Wow, that worked. All right, so let's head into this room here, which is a save room. Pick up a couple items, and then we'll finish up with one more little area and end this episode. There's a blue herb here. We don't really need it. Not much is going to poison us at this point. But just in case you want it, it's there. Typewriter, of course. And then on the shelf over here, we have some ink ribbons, and then also some Magnum bullets. So we're getting pretty stocked on Magnum. I can actually probably switch over to the Magnum pretty soon. And then there's a green herb over by the bed. That's about it. I'm going to do some inventory management. Get rid of some stuff, and I'll meet you guys back here in a little bit. Alright, so let's finish up the last little area in this episode. And it's going to have a puzzle. Shocking, I know. Let's head through this door to the right. This is a tricky puzzle. It's kind of like the statue puzzle from the mansion where you had to push the statues on top of the gas grates to get one of the crests. Well, this is basically the same concept. Grab this red herb. Some more shotgun shells. Nice. Yeah, we're pretty stocked now. Not much to worry about. But you'll notice there's a switch, and then some vents, and then there's some steps, and a little opening up there. So what we need to do is push these boxes on top of the vents, and then move the stairs to the middle, so that we can climb up and get through that opening without hitting the switch. Because if you do, without the vents covered, let's see if I can get around it here, it'll release poison gas into the room, which does not spell a fun time. Chris dies pretty quickly if that happens. So I'm going to be very careful and make sure these vents are covered. Now, what should I do here? I'm going to push the steps straight back. And then we're going to have to make a little space so that we can actually get that crate away from the table there. Alright. I'm not sure if that's enough. Let's go a little bit farther. And obviously if you mess up, you can just leave the room and come back and it'll reset everything. That should be enough space to move that. Always takes a little tinkering to remember how to do this puzzle. Because, you know, Chris couldn't just jump up there and pull himself up with his massively bulging upper body. No. We need to push these things around and use some steps. Who are we to argue? But that should do it. Let's see if it worked. Well, we're not dying, so that's good. Now, if you do release the poison gas, if you do head into this room over here, and the gas is flowing, it'll actually still kill you. So be aware of that. Don't think you can just leave through that opening and get away from it. Get some magnum rounds, awesome. And our second Modisc reader over here, which is why I brought a Modisc with me. Did I mention that? Well, you probably should have seen it when I picked up the red herb. Genesis 22:17. Alright. So only one more to get. And the only other thing we have to do is activate the power supply for the elevator. And then we'll take on the final boss of this game. We are very close to the end of the game and reaching this game's apex. So I'm pretty excited. Hopefully you are too, viewers. 1 or 2 episodes left. So let's head back into the save room, save. In my next episode, we will continue onward. So as always, viewers, thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time. So long.